Hi everyone, I promise I will get better lighting for my videos. My videos will improve, but not right now. Especially since someone just hacked my credit card. I mean my Visa card. What I want to talk about in this video is biohacking versus biokinesis. And I've made tons of videos like this, but hold on. Quit Safari. But I didn't go deep into it. I just pretty much said this and that and this, but this time I want to actually go into it, deep into it, like a vagina. Um, I'm against biohacking. I know how crazy that sounds because my website is called Clinically Insane Biohacker. But when I say biohacking, I mean biokinesis. I like biokinesis. Biokinesis is when you change your DNA in some way permanently with sound and vibrations. The reason I know biokinesis works, um, you can do it the shortcut way. There's a shortcut for everything in life. There really is. You can do it the shortcut way, which I do, and listen to subliminal audios, but not all of them work. Just putting that out there. Not all subliminal audios work. You'll go on YouTube, you'll look, change my eye color to purple, and there'll be like 20 videos of changing your eye color to purple. Here's some things I want you to look for when you're looking for a eye changing one, or a muscle changing one, or a bone change, tallness, any of them. This is what I want you to look for. Check the description first and see if they give affirmations. Affirmations are what the subliminals are saying to you because you're not really able to hear the subliminals. Some videos you can't even hear any voices, and I hate those because and then usually the ones with no voices, you can't, there's no affirmations, like you they don't list the affirmations. That's the second thing. If you don't see any affirmations listed, yet it's for a certain thing like bodybuilding and make your muscles bigger, if you don't see the affirmations, it could be telling you to kill your family. Like, you wouldn't know. You need to know what your brain is being fed. And my brain, my subconscious, works better when it hears the voices talk really fast. If there's like 1,000 affirmations per second, that works on me. If there's no voices at all, that doesn't work on me. Like, you'll be able to hear two of the things they're saying out of the 1,000 things they're saying because it will repeat over and over and over again. So your brain will eventually hear it, but your conscious mind won't be able to process it because it's going so fast. So that way just works better for me. You don't have to do it. You can. Um, Now, biokinesis. We've been doing biokinesis. They have been doing biokinesis in the medical field forever now, where they would give someone who got their legs blown off special uh, uh, legs that are attached, like implanted legs, so people can walk again. Biohacking is just making you into an android. That's why I'm kind of against it. I don't want to change who I am. It's already been proven that you can grow back limbs. Pig arteries, I think it's the arteries. If you peel off the coating with a syringe, then you dry it out, you can use that as powder on an open wound and it will grow back within a week. I saw a guy at Panera Bread today. I hate that place, but my family likes it. I saw a guy whose posture was like this. And you know what he would say if I told him that he could fix that posture? This, and this way? He would say, no, thank you. Because people, especially old people, believe everything their doctors tell them. They say this will keep you alive, but it won't cure you. Why do you think China The healthiest, like, health freaks of people have no Kaiser, they have no medical industry in China. Why do you think that? Why do you think they use natural herbal things? It's because they're trying to prevent the problem, not maintain it. Maintaining a health issue doesn't fix the problem. I look for fixes to problems. I can tell you now, 90% of the problems that you have as health problems are mental. You can fix so many brain problems with subliminal messaging. What happens when you forget your seizure meds? You panic. You're like, oh no, I'm going to have a seizure. What does that do to your subconscious? It reinforces your subconscious to have a seizure because you're having a panic attack. And I've gone through so many of those. Ever since I started listening to subliminal audios, my epilepsy's gotten less bad. My dad would always say, it's mental, growing up, because he is like one of the biggest frontal lobe people in the world. And I mean that back part of your head is your subconscious. That's where your subconscious lies. Your frontal lobe, your prefrontal cortex, is your conscious mind. That's why alcohol shuts that off and you act all goofy and like a kid again. That's because your judgment is turned off. The thing with subliminal messaging and biokinesis is that it works, but it works depending on how much you listen to it, how long you listen to it, and how determined you are to get that eye color or get that certain thing you want to get. Yeah. I mean, your genetics don't have, like, if you start out with brown eyes, you are telling the thing that makes you you that you have purple eyes, and it will give you purple eyes, not like listening to it 3 times and then instantly having purple eyes. No. People like my dad would think that way because they think if it doesn't work instantly, it doesn't work. Just like social media marketing. People think if it doesn't work instantly when you first start it, well, why aren't you making any money? Because you have to gain a following. You have to work hard to get the things you want. Nothing happens instantly. Even bank robbers, this is a good example. Even bank robbers, heist people, hackers, they still have to learn all that before they can implement it. They can't just say, hey, let's go rob a bank. Run in, rob a bank. You can't do that. You need to learn first. There's a learning curve to everything, even cheating. Even finding the shortcuts in society, you still have to find them. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to inspire you. You need to learn before you do. When I first ever started my YouTube channel, I paid someone to make a link wheel, even though I didn't know what a link wheel was. So I got mad at the seller, and it was my fault for buying something I didn't understand. And then later on, like a year later, now, I know everything that they were doing for me, and now I feel like a jackass. It happens. You're unexperienced with something, so you get mad because you don't understand it. You get frustrated. But just don't. Try not to. Because you will learn it. You do learn it. It just takes time. Some people, it doesn't take time. Me, it took time. But I know it now. I know a lot of SEO tricks. The thing is, my website is rated at the top already. You kind of only need to do SEO, search engine optimization. If you're already ranked at page 1 Like my actual human name is ranked all of page 1 and half of page 2. Cody Dalla, you can look it up. And I found that if you put your name, your human name, in your your YouTube videos will come up right away on the first page of Google when you type your name in. Because you typed, it's all about, like, Google is all about hashtags when it comes to, and they don't even have to be hashtags. It's all about wording, how you word your description, how you word your tags, how you word your title. YouTube bases everything on words, mostly. I can rank a video to page 1 on YouTube without it having any views and it being completely new, and the one below me will have 100,000 views. It's all about how the description and everything is in your YouTube video. See, I didn't know that a year ago. I've learned so much in a year. So much. And that's why I can't ever date a high school girl again, because they're dumb. They think they know everything, and yet they don't. My ex-girlfriend, though, her friend had huge tits. It was wonderful. Then I asked, can we have a threesome with your friend? You, me, and your friend? She was fat, but that kind of fat where the boobs aren't like sagging down. The kind of fat where the boobs are just like going out like this. It was like, no. Yes. Anyways, off topic. Let's get back to the topic of what this video originally was about. I don't like biohacking. I don't like putting a fucking magnet in my fingertip. Yeah, people do that. Just to feel electromagnetic fields. I can do that without a magnet in my fingertip. That just shows you don't have a strong electromagnetic field. If you need that, and they're $50, and you need a tattoo artist to cut your finger open and put them in there, I'm good. I'd rather use Subliminals. I listened to the I one today, and I counted 28 times. It's only 10 minutes long, so 2 hours and 8 minutes. The thing is, you should listen to one of these subliminals 2 hours a day. It doesn't have to be in a row. You can do it over time throughout the day. The thing I find about biokinesis is it's just like school. In school, we took a certain class for an hour. We learned that subject. We took another class for another hour. We went to lunch. We got a 45-minute break. We came back. We learned a little more from another subject. We learned a little more from another. And then we went home. And then we did homework to reinforce what we learned in school into our subconscious. What do you think biohacking, biokinesis is with the subliminal messages? It's the exact same thing as school. Just some people are weak-minded and think, oh, I can listen to it once and my eyes will change. Or they freak out and they're like, my eyes didn't change. This is fake. If you go on YouTube, there are before and after videos. People do this for like a year and their eyes change. Why? It's because they're determined. I already have 16 pictures. I take a picture every night of my eyes. Tired. And then after, I'm going to combine them. I switched my subliminals for my eyes because it quite literally took 2 days, 15 days to see more brightness from the subliminal I was listening to. And then I found this other one which listed all of the affirmations, all of what it was telling me, and they were so much more useful than the one I was listening to. What happened tonight? My eyes got twice as bright, like twice as lighter, and like that darkish looking purple. It was amazing how fast it worked. Yet, I did listen to it for more than 2 hours throughout the day. So the longer you listen to it, the shorter time it will take. The less you listen to it, the longer time it will take. Plus, your health does play a good part of this. Yeah. Before I go, I just want to say this funny thing. I hit on one of my sister's coworkers because I dropped something off of my sister to my sister at her work, and we just yeah, cute coworker. And my sister's like, she's 33, and I'm like, that doesn't matter. I'm 24. She was 9 when I was a baby. I don't think we care. Once you're an adult, it doesn't really matter. If you saw me in real life, you'd think I was 17 or 18. Add 7 more years to that. That's my age. I don't age very fast. I plan on living to 100 years. And the only way that won't happen is if you watching this, will say, that's not possible. No, anything's possible if you keep reinforcing it. That's why we forget almost all the information we learn in school, because we stop reinforcing it. We don't have to do homework anymore, so we don't care about it. It doesn't help us in any way, unless you're like a mathematician or a scientist or half the things we learn in school we forget because it's useless information when we leave the school. It's like if you were a Shaolin monk for 5 years, then you stopped and worked at Burger King, you would, over time, forget what you learned. It would still be in there, ingrained. Everything stays in your subconscious, but you would be less good at it. Because you need repetition. You need repetition. You need repetition. Bye.